Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I was literally just going to sit here and declutter these because this is like some sort of joke. Like, these are all of my face palettes, and there's you know, I was thinking there's a couple of face palettes launching and I really should probably declutter these before I introduce any new face palettes in my collection. So we're just going to be doing like a quick little declutter video. I am obviously showing you all parts of my collection at the moment, but I wanted to declutter this before obviously I show you what my face palette collection is, because I don't really want to show you a face palette collection that I'm not exactly happy with. I want to get rid of some of this, create a little bit of a dent in my collection, so you know I'm able to collect more and things. But yeah, so if you want to see what face palettes I keep and which ones I declutter, then please keep watching. And I just realised I have like 2, 3 right there. I have this new one that I just bought. I don't know if I have any more in these. I don't think I have any up there. There could be some in my pink box of doom that I like to call it, but that's just like a whole separate thing and I'll do that on a different day. I'm probably going to film a little pink box tour for my Patreons, and if I come across any in there I want to get rid of them, I'll just get rid of them. But you'll have to wait for the actual face palette collection video to see exactly which ones I'm going to keep. But yeah, I'm just gonna let's just get through this. So firstly we have the Sigma Glow Kissed highlighter palette. I've literally just bought this. I treated myself to it on Beauty Bay because it went down, it's originally £37, went down to 29, and then there's an extra 20% off, so I got this for £23, and this is absolutely gorgeous. I'm not going to go through absolutely everything in deep, but I have to show you how stunning this palette is. Like, oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm definitely going to do a dedicated video to that. But yeah, firstly, of course, I'm keeping that. Okay, next I have a Doll Light Duo. This is Like a Diamond and Sun Bright. I'm actually going to get rid of this. I got this in my Valentine's mystery box, I believe, but I'm going to get rid of it because I have a big face palette by Doll and I don't need backups. I've got so many as it is. There's a slight crack in there which is a bit annoying. I'm just going to get rid of that. Next I have this I Heart Revolution palette. I think this was limited edition. It might not be because I've kept it, but this is the shade Waffle. I'm not going to use it, so I'm going to get rid of that. This is by Josh Cosmetics. This is a highlighter palette. This has a couple of pinky tones and a couple of Valentine's pans that he did. I'm going to keep this. Haven't even used it yet. These two big ones from Revolution, we have a contour kit and a little shimmery pan palette. I'm going to keep them. That one is a gift, and I'm pretty sure that was a gift as well. This Rady highlighter palette, I did just recently buy this. I can never get this bit, it's always stuck. I bought this off of Jodie in my Patreon group, but I'm going to sell it because I'm not going to use that. Imagination highlighter palette. Well, it's kind of like a mixture of like powder, contour and highlight. As you can see, I have heavily used that pan. I'm going to keep that because it's heavily used anyway, so I don't think anyone would want that. I've got a little sleek little palette here. It's like blush, highlight and bronzer. I'm going to keep that. Very good travel palette. I've got my NYX contour palette. It's just got contours and like highlights and stuff in it. I'm going to keep that because I don't actually have a lot of makeup by NYX, and I really like that contour palette. Okay, Roxy Revolution. You know exactly what I'm going to say. Obviously, I'm keeping that. Anastasia Beverly Hills Nicole Guerrero highlighter palette. I will never get rid of this. Fun fact, this is the first high-end makeup product I actually bought myself. The second was the Modern Renaissance eyeshadow palette, but this is what I bought myself first when I first got into makeup properly. So this is the OG one, I think back from 2017, so I've had it for a little while, but I will never get rid of that. Plus the packaging is absolutely stunning, so I'm going to keep that. Okay, I have a bunch of these Benefit palettes. I'll probably find more. There's one here. I have the Cheek Leaders Bronze Squad, which has Gold Rush, Cookie and Hula in. I'm keeping all of these. I'm just going to show you them. This is the Cheeky Camper one, Hula Light, Dandelion and Coralista. Mini Pink Squad Cheek Leaders, California, Tickle and Dandelion. And then we have the most recent little face palette, which is the Cheek Stars, and this has a mini Georgia, mini Sugar Bomb and a mini Hula in. So they're all staying. I'm obsessed with Benefit, so yeah, I'm not getting rid of those. We have a BH Cosmetics Bellini palette. This is the like peachy blush palette. Why have I not used this more? This is just absolutely stunning. 100% keeping. Okay, we have a Be Perfect and Mima Mitchell collab. I'm going to get rid of this. I've never actually used it. I think I got it like last year in lockdown on a split order with Jodie, because I think it went down to like £10. I've never used it. Can't really see myself reaching for it because I'm only going to be able to use these shades anyway, so I'm going to let go of that. Too Faced Cocoa Contour. How I've not hit pan on this contour shade, I don't know, because I use it all the time. I absolutely love this palette. It's heavily influenced from Make Me Up Miss Her, so obviously I'm keeping that. Beauty Bay Living My Best Light palette. I've never used this, but it was a gift from Jodie, and I might have used this once. I think I have used this once. This was a gift from Jodie, obviously keeping that. My Morphe Face palette. This is so like samey, like all of these shades look the same. It's just crazy. Still going to keep it though, because this bronzer in here is the lightest shade of bronzer that they do, and it's the most suited to me, and I don't have it in a single pan, so I'm going to keep that. Okay, we need to look at some stuff I'm going to get rid of. Okay, we'll start off here. BH Cosmetics Backlight Highlight Palette. I've wanted this for ages because ShanXO absolutely raved about it. However, I have had this for a little while now. I bought it off one of my patrons and I haven't used it, so if that doesn't tell me that I'm not going to use this ever, I don't know what will, so I'm going to get rid of this. Revolution Roxy. I have heavily hit pan on the contour pan in here. I absolutely love this palette, mainly for the like bronzer and contour side of this. I don't really reach for it for the highlighters, so I'm going to keep that. This is an Illamasqua palette. It has 2 highlighters and 2 blushes in it. I'm actually going to get rid of this because I have the OMG shade now in a full size, and I will reach for the single pan over the face palette, I think, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Revolution Golden Desire. I've only just purchased this. I've just done a review on it, so I'm going to keep that. Okay, I Heart Revolution Milk Chocolate. I am going to put that in a maybe pile because I don't know what to do with that, because you can't buy it, but it's a really good bronzer and like matte highlight palette for travel, so I don't know yet. Huda Beauty highlighter palette. I've done a review on this. I'm obviously going to keep that, despite it not being my absolute favourite. I am obviously going to keep that. I've got 2 of these little mini Revolution palettes. We have the Flamingo one, Flamingo blush palette, obviously keeping, and then we have the Patricia Bright one, which I have hit pan on, so obviously keeping that. Okay, so this is my big doll palette, which I was just talking about, and it has 6 pans of doll highlighters in it. This one is my favourite, but I just cannot see me hitting pan on that and then wanting a backup, so I'm going to keep the bigger version, which has all of the highlights in it, and get rid of the duo. BH Glowing in Grease. This was a gift from Luce for winning one of her Patreon giveaways. I haven't actually used this yet. These shades look absolutely stunning, and so does this one, so I'm going to have to use that at some point. BH Let It Glow. This was limited edition at Christmas. The highlighters are absolutely stunning, but you can't buy it anymore, and I'm probably not going to reach for it, so I'm going to get rid of that. ABH Cream Contour. I'm going to hang on to that because I'm going to declutter my Barry M1. This is a cheek cream contour kit. I haven't even touched it, so I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, this is my big Benefit palette. This is the Cheek Leaders Bronze Squad. You get a Gold Rush, Cookie, Hula Caramel, Hula and Coralista. I'm going to keep this because it has backups of Cookie, which is my favourite, Coralista. I use Hula, and there's a good Gold Rush in here. Hula Caramel, I don't have a pan of this, so I now do. I mean, I have done. So yeah, I'm going to keep that. You do actually get a full-size Hula and full-size Hula Caramel, full-size Coralista. So these 3 are full-size, these are slightly under full-size. So it's very good value for money, these palettes. If you're ever like interested in Benefit, very, very good value. I have an Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. Don't ask what happened to the packaging, I don't know. I've had this for literal years. My friend bought this for me for Christmas one year. It's got to be at least 4 years ago. 4, maybe 5. I reckon 4 though. I've only ever used this shade in this palette because it's the lightest contour, but hey ho, we're going to keep that. This Hourglass palette, not gonna lie, I think I'm gonna declutter it. I bought it off one of my patrons a couple of months ago, and I have this thing where I just like to impulse buy it off of people, and when it's really super cheap I'm like, yeah, I definitely need it. I've not used this since I had this palette, and to be honest with you, Hourglass is a really expensive brand, so I'm just gonna say goodbye to this. Relove contour palette, I'm gonna keep this because this is super nice and cheap if I ever want to do a full face of my cheapest makeup. My Holy Grail highlighter palette, this is the Soph X Revolution, as you can see. Obviously love these colours the most, but I am using these ones as well. If you ever want a colourful one, I can use these ones. Now this Aurora palette for Anastasia Beverly Hills, I think this is actually discontinued. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile because I don't know what to do with that yet. Okay, we have 2 BH blush palettes here. Palettes, I can't speak. I'm going to allow myself to keep one of them because I have the other ones that are more, I have the other big ones, so I don't need a million BH blush palettes. These are what they both look like, and looking at the colours, I think I'm going to keep the Flower Power one. Keeping that one, but I'm going to declutter the Vanilla Strawberry, which is a shame because that was actually a really pretty blush palette. This is a Revolution contour palette that came in the Christmas gift set. I'm just going to declutter that, or to be honest with you, I could probably put that in my giveaway. In my giveaway pile that's like over here. Ofra Island Time blush palette. I'm going to keep that because I've only just bought that, and I do really like Ofra despite all the drama and stuff. Their products are really, really good. This is another one I'm not sure about. This is the XX Distortion Complexion palette. This came in a Christmas gift set, but I mean the colours are really, really good. So I'm going to put that in the maybe pile. My Jacqueline Cosmetics highlighter palette. So bougie, but my goodness is it good. Keeping that. I've got another Anastasia Beverly Hills face palette. This is the most recent one they've come out with. I'm keeping that. I've got my other 2 Soph highlighter duos. Obviously keeping that. Could you actually imagine if I got rid of those? I've got this Ray triple shading. This was gifted to me from Salvana, but I'm going to declutter this because I don't reach for it, and whoever wants can just have it for nothing, just to cover the postage. BH Cosmetics Belgian Waffle. Make me bought this for me, and it's absolutely unreal. I don't use it as much as I should, but my goodness, is it a good product. Absolutely love that. My Revolution Pro. I think I'm going to declutter this, guys. It's just, I just don't reach for it. I have not reached for it since that video, and the pans are just so awkward, so I'm going to get rid of it. Revolution Duo Sculpt. I don't really reach for that, so that can go as well. Okay, I have 2 of these Relove blush duos. I'm going to keep this one because this is the one that just recently come out when they launched some more fairer products, like the blush and the highlight are perfect. This one is nice as well. It doesn't even look like I've touched it, to be honest with you. That doesn't even look touched, so I'm going to get rid of that. I just don't need more than one of the same thing, and I've got enough as it is. Zoeva Basic Moment. I mean, if anyone was around when I did my blog or at the very start of my channel, this was my absolute life. I mean, look at that. Freaking love this. I think I got it for Christmas, and I did a review on it on my blog, and yeah, I absolutely love this, hence the pans. So yeah, I'm going to keep that because that's just very nostalgic. Benefit Horoscope. Have yet another Hoola and a few of the newer shades, so obviously keeping that. Number 7 lip palette. I think it's a lip and cheek palette. To be honest, I don't have a lip palette, so I'm just going to keep that, and I'm pretty sure Carly gave that to me as well. Essence Contouring Duo. Absolutely love this. Very good affordable face palette. Okay, I have the 2 Makeup Obsession face palettes that I reviewed recently. They're going to stay. Barry and Blusher palette. This is absolutely beautiful. I love this palette, so that is staying. Rimmel face palette. I don't have a lot from Rimmel, and this is actually a really nice, just like travel contour palette, so I'm going to keep that. This is from Style Vanna, from a brand stocked on there. The blush shades are absolutely stunning in here, so I'm going to keep that. I'm going to declutter this though. This is the Revolution Pro Supreme highlighter in Ice. Don't need this, and I love my other Revolution Pro like single highlighter that I've got. This is an e.l.f. face palette. You get like a bronzer and a blush in here. I'm going to keep that because I'm planning on doing a full face of e.l.f. Another reason I decluttered that waffle palette is because this is also by I Heart Revolution, but this is their like chocolate contour palette. You get a contour and a highlighter in there, so I'm going to keep that. Beauty Crop Cocoa Bronze. I also got rid of the highlighter palette, and to be honest with you, I think I'm just going to get rid of this as well. Just not going to use it, so that will go. Another e.l.f. product. This has just got loads of highlighters in it. Oops, I'm going to keep that and use it in my full face of e.l.f. See what I think. CYO, you can't get this anymore, but this contour, one more point in there, this contour shade is absolutely amazing for fair skin tones. It is just like absolutely bang on. And then Flower Beauty Lift and Sculpt. I don't have a lot of makeup from Flower Beauty, and this is a nice face palette, so I'm going to keep that. Then these three are in my maybe pile. I don't need that, do I? I haven't used it. That can go. This is actually quite a travel friendly face palette, so I'm going to keep it, I think, just because the colours are so good. These colours are actually better than their like normal face palettes that they do. Like the colours actually all fit in together, whereas the other ones I just feel like are so weird. It has a weird colour order to them. Anastasia Beverly Hills Aurora. This is a beautiful palette. I have not reached it since, actually no, I might have used Luna, but I don't need it. That can go. Okay, so all of these I'm keeping. Obviously it's still a lot, and I've only got one face, and I definitely don't need this amount of face palettes. However, I am a collector and lover of makeup, and the fact that I have actually made a little bit of a dent in this is really impressive for me. So I'm going to keep all of this. I'm going to put it all away nicely, and then I'll show you everything that I'm getting rid of. Okay guys, so this is everything that I'm getting rid of. I think I've done pretty well, considering I've got a lot. I've got a mixture of high-end, mixture of drugstore, luxury. You know, there's things in here that, you know, I might have wanted for ages, but realistically I'm actually not going to use them. So I'm just thinking, better for me, my bank account, my collection, if I got rid of it. Yeah, you know, I probably have more face palettes in my plastic drawers and in that pink box, but to be honest with you, that can just be left for another day because they're obviously stored away elsewhere and not actually in my Alex drawers. But I'm very glad I've got rid of all this. Honestly, don't know how I fit all of that and this in that drawer. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. But quickly before I do that, let me just actually show you what the drawer looks like now. Okay, so that is what the drawer looks like now. Some stacked up at the back, all of those across there, and then we have some at the front here. So we've got a pile there, we've got a pile there, and yeah, I've just got some more at the back. So that's kind of it really. I'm going to round this video up here. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. Let me know down below, would you like to see any more declutters? I have done some off of camera. I've done my blush and highlighters, and I have done palettes as well before, and I have done lips, but I did that on camera. I could probably declutter some more lips. I don't know. Let me know what you want to see, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
No.